could probably look in a random direction right now and spot a QR code. That strange black and white square is everywhere, including on menus, posters, tickets, and even popping up on your phone when you share Wi-Fi or open a boarding pass. Knowing this, it's pretty easy to figure out that QR codes aren't just pictures. They're essentially little secret doorways, these tiny visual codes that can hold massive amounts of information. But how do they do that? How exactly do these work? Well, let's start with a quick backstory. This is a QR code, QR meaning quick response, and it was invented back in 1994, not for smartphones, but for car factories. A Japanese engineer at Denso Wave created it to track car parts on assembly lines. Traditional one-dimensional barcodes were just too limited. They could only hold a dozen digits, and scanners had to line up perfectly for them to function. But QR codes? They could be read instantly, from any angle, and could store thousands of characters, making them far superior. They're known as a type of two-dimensional barcode, and are much faster and more efficient. And that's, in a nutshell, why they're called quick response. So that's that, but how exactly do they function? Well, I like to think about it almost like a crossword puzzle, but with data. Let me explain. The squares that you see aren't random, but binary, meaning that they store data in ones and zeros. The big squares in the corners act sort of like anchors, telling the scanner how to align with the image. The rest of the tiny blocks encode text, links, or commands. And here's the clever part. QR codes have built-in error correction. That's why even if part of it is scratched, dirty, or covered by a logo, it still works. They use a system called Reed-Solomon error correction, which adds extra mathematical data into the pattern. That way, even if parts of the code are damaged or missing, the scanner can reconstruct the original information. Fast forward to today, and QR codes have escaped the factory floor. They've become one of the simplest bridges between the physical and digital world. A square on a piece of paper can instantly launch a website, share your Wi-Fi, pay for your meal, or even board you onto a flight. So yeah, that's how QR codes work. I think they're pretty amazing doing all this and being so small, but what do you guys think about QR codes? Let me know in the comments. Hey guys, Tech Diver here, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't seen the channel before, I upload every Thursday. And as always, let me know if there's any other videos you guys want me to make. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.